I think on paper, RCB always come across as a pretty decent team. என்னடா அது இவ்வளோ நல்ல டீமா இருந்தாலும் ஏன்டா எவ்ரி இயர் கோட் அடிக்கிறாங்க.
ஏன் திமுங்களா எப்படி
அதான் முதல்ல நானும் யோசிக்கிறேன்.
அண்ட் இங்கே வந்து இஃப் பாண்டியா ரொம்ப ஷோ காமிச்சானா 2020 வேர்ல்ட் கப்பில் அவனை உட்கார வச்சிருவான். ரோஹித். Hey, welcome to another episode of The Couch Coaches. The IPL fever continues. So now we're going to talk about the other 5 teams. So over to you, Priyesh, to introduce the 5 teams.
This is the second part of the road to IPL 2024. We will see the 5 teams. First, RCB, our nosy neighbors for CSK. Then we will go to Rajasthan Royals. Then we will go to Mumbai Indians. Then GT or Gujarat Titans, and last number CSK. So beginning with our noisy neighbors RCB. Rama.
See, every year they start off எங்கேயோ கீழே இருப்பாங்க, என்னடா சொதப்புறாங்களேன்னு நினச்சிட்டு then they do something and they do slightly better. That's what happened last year. So firstly they finished number 6 last year. Then to help them out, we sent one of our guys over. We said half எடுத்துக்கங்கடா.
பாம்பு நீ எடுத்துக்க, அப்ப நாங்க யார சொல்றது?
சேகரி எடுத்துக்கற, பாம்பு எடுத்துக்கற.
கோல்டு கோபி.
இனிமே யார ஏதாவது பண்றீங்களான்னு பார்க்கலாம்னு சொல்லி we sent Faf over. So he is the captain right now. Now going to their 2024 auction, I think they have done a couple of interesting things. They paid like first 11.5 crores for Azari Joseph. And so the pace bowlers, I think they got that in. Then பசங்க ட்ரேடிங்லாம் ஏதோ பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. So it looks like they traded Cam Green with Mumbai for 15 crores and they got the Lucky Boy for 2 crores. So I think the squad, when I look through it, I mean, obviously they have Faf, they have Maxi, they have Virat, right? And I think who else? I think, I don't know, trying to remember from batting, any prominent.
DK.
Who?
DK.
Yeah, DK. Last season, and then he's going to retire. Bowling, so I think on paper, RCB always come across as a pretty decent team. என்னடா அது இவ்வளோ நல்ல டீமா இருந்தாலும் ஏன்டா எவ்ரி இயர் கோட் அடிக்கிறாங்க.
ஏன் திமுங்களா எப்படி
அதான் முதல்ல நானும் யோசிக்கிறேன்.
எக்ஸாம்ல கேட்குற மாதிரி I don't know why that happens, but that's where I see RCB. I think they may stay around the same area because obviously with what they have done with Lockey, etc. And obviously even if I think they can do well, I won't say they will do well because I don't like that's my prediction for them.
So RCB, they paid green bucks to MI to trade Cam Green for 15 crores. The problem with RCB in the last 5-6 years is, one, you have to give it to their fans. So I call them the Arsenal Football Cup of English League in the IPL, because huge fans base but no silverware at all. Okay, அந்த மாதிரி. So they have had last 5 or 6 or 10 years fantastic batting lineup, but they have struggled with the bowlers. In the Vati, they have released Asar Ranga, Ashad Patel, or all of them, and the bowling lineup looks weak again. And your own team is post stamp Chennai Starmy, okay? Edge Patalo 6. So in your 7 matches, you have to score 220 minimum to have a chance with your bowling lineup. So if they fail even in 2 or 3 matches, then Gatam.
Gatam.
That is your their eventual downfall with many seasons. Okay,
Mhm.
so unless they boost their bowling, who can bowl well in Chennai, their talisman was Chahal. They
Mhm.
they left him 2 or 3 years ago. Why?
Mhm.
So they are owned by DHO, Tani Company, Summer Bubble. So I don't know what they're doing, but this year they
Mm.
have a new coach. Andy Flower is the coach who
Mm.
was in LHE last
Mm.
year. He knows how to win titles.
Mm.
Okay, that is the only hope I have for them to qualify. But
Mhm.
on paper, very, very Gatapara batting lineup.
Mm.
Kohli, Faf, then you have Maxwell,
Maxwell.
Green,
Mhm.
DK, then
Mm.
Rachit Patitar, and they are formidable six to begin with. What?
Mm.
Who's going to bowl?
Mm.
Loki won the 150 la potana age pot 6 in Chennai. Okay, so that's the problem for them that I think they will face again this year.
Mm.
Maybe fifth, but I don't see them qualifying this year or also, and I don't want them to qualify.
அதேதான். Correct. Got it. So next, going to the Royals, Rajasthan Royals. So I think last year they finished 5. Um, I sort of like this team
உனக்கு பிடிக்குமா எனக்கும் பிடிக்கும்
in general.
Yeah, last year they were on the top after 8 or 9 matches.
Mm.
Last five matches, they lost 4 games or
Mm.
whatever. That pushed them back to the five, but they were on the top of the table
Mm.
in the middle of the season.
Mm.
So summer team
Right.
and all-rounded team, and I think they have a chance this year to qualify also. If you see that their team, and I like Samson,
Correct.
so
அதே
uh,
No, a lot of in general, I like RR, and like you said, Samson is an underrated captain, and he is also a good batsman. We know all that he can do. Hope
yeah.
we see him in the Indian team at some
Yeah,
stage.
so if you see the team, Butler and Jaiswal opening,
Correct.
Samson number 3, then you have Rian Parak, and then we have Ed Marar to finish it. And
Mm-hmm.
then they have options of if they want to get in one more batsman or a all-rounder, international all-rounder, they can get Roman Power, who's the finisher for and the captain for West Indies, and they went big for him in the auction also. So, and if you see that bowling, Ashwin, Chahal, okay,
The
uh,
batting, the Jurel ODD. So I think
yeah. So
uh,
the batting is
correct.
sorted out.
Correct.
I think Joral will or Parag would be the impact substitute because you don't need 3 keepers in the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Samson and Butler can keep.
Right.
So that's the process they will think because and maybe they will think that July can be the impact sub
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
மாதிரி. And if you go to the bowling, Ashwin, Chayal, and if they want to play a third spinner, then they
Tampa.
can get in Sampa, but Trent Bolt will, play majority of the games. And then
Avesh Khan இருக்கான்.
Avesh Khan was a trade with the LHE, and then we have Prasadam Krishna also. So it's a well-rounded team. I think the only thing they missed last year was a finisher that they got with the Roman power in this auction.
Mhm. Yeah. Now let's go to the other boys who have constantly been a rival to CSK, the Mumbai
Mhm.
Indians. And we know the controversy that happened. I think let's start with where they finished. So they first finished number 4 last year, and they got some blockbuster trades done this year. So what do you think about the biggest trade that happened this season?
No, in the history of IPL, uh,
Correct.
Hardik Pandya said, "Okay, I will come back. You do. I get 50% of the trade fee." So he pocketed of 7.5 crores, and he's not been seen in the cricket field playing at all, except last week or 2 weeks in the DY Patil. It will be a interesting team dynamics. So whether they will bunch up as groups in the dressing room or they will play as one, we have to see, because Sky and Bubba were upset. The
Mhm.
entire nation was upset with the Rohit not being giving the captaincy. We don't know what is the nuances with Ishan Kishan.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ishan went away from the South Africa tour, but if you are given Jorel a test place in the
Mhm.
India England series, why didn't you think about Ishan?
Right.
So we don't know what is the Kasamasa there. Okay, maybe is fallen down as a favorite with the Rohit also. So if that is the case, you can see divisions.
No, see, I think the Ishan Kishan, his allegiance to IPL will be a lot more than what is happening with national colors. With how the way he was treated, to be fair, I think they could have done a better job with him. I do know that that is a TBD, how he will play. But my sense is Ishan will be back to his normal play. But the dynamics of removing Rohit and the way he was removed, I think he was disappointed. I mean, we are hearing news that அவனுக்கிட்ட சொல்லியிருந்தாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு பட் தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி தெரியலையே அவனுக்கு ஸோ தட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு ப்ளே அவுட் பட் ஐ திங்க் மணி செட்டில்ஸ் மெனி ஆஃப் தீஸ் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் ஸோ ஐ திங்க் தேல் ஆல் ஃபால் இன் டு ப்ளே பட் வித் இஷான் கிஷன் ரோஹித் ஹர்திக் பாண்டியா ஸ்கை they do
Mm.
have just a solid batting lineup like always then we know
Only thing you have to see whether the team dynamics
correct
say as MI
correct
for itself, because they have a new coach also. Mark
Mhm.
Barcher is a coach, but as MI every year as a fantastic team.
Correct.
Okay, so go with the batters.
Yeah, so I think like the people that I mentioned, right? These five folks, and then your favorite player is also there in the squad, right? Tilak Verma. And so he's
Uh,
going to do something interesting. So I sort of believe that their batting lineup with even power hitters is like well set up. Like, and if they get this dynamics right, they'll be okay. Now to bowlers, given that Bumrah is in his prime form, rested before he came for the Dharamshala test, so he's raring to go. He's
mm,
going to just hold one end up. This is
mm,
good to see that just with the Indians, without even involving the foreign players,
mm,
they are essentially in good shape. Then you
mm,
have Kotse. With
mm,
Kotse coming in with express pace and with Bumrah at the other end, they got like really good stuff
mm,
happening. Then you have Madhu Shankar. If they
mm,
pick up for a three pace attack and with Pandya chiming in, they have enough pace that they want. Then
mm,
it all comes down to just spinners.
mm,
Even if they pick like Mohammad Nabi, right?
mm,
And if Mohammad Nabi can hold one end up, we know that he can bowl really good off spinners. So that will be good for them. Now, if you look at the international players with Kotse, Nabi, Madhu Shankar, they still have one spot. If they bring in Tim David or as an impact player, he's going to just come in and again blaze through. So I
mm.
think, hmm,
I think Tim David and Romano Shepard will start.
hmm,
Okay. And then based on if they are playing in a Wankhede, then you have Koche, Barendorf, and Matu Shanga and Tuchada. Okay,
Mhm.
that will be the two pacers and two all-rounders when Tim David and Romano Shepherd will they go, because I think they will play in Nabi in maybe Chennai or
Mhm. Mhm.
no கொஞ்சம் spin இருக்கும்.
Mhm.
Then they can let on, because if you see the Indian pace bowlers, you have Brumrah and
Mhm.
Akash Badmal was a revelation last year for them.
Mhm.
So if you drop one pacer in the international, also they have two very good pacers,
Mhm.
then one international pacers, and then Hardik Pandya also can
Mhm.
bowl.
Correct.
And then Nabi will come in Chennai or whatever, and they have the other uncle. We were talking about Mishra in the last episode, which I will ring here. The other anchor is there in this squad,
Huge.
Piyush Chawla. When we were kids, I think he make the debut for India.
Correct.
He is only 37 or 38, but he looks like 45
Yeah.
on the body. And the interesting thing last year is in an interview, he said, my son picked up the ball and I slapped him because bowlers don't get played too much in IPL. So pick up the bat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but a very, very rounded team.
Correct.
They say if CSK wins the trophy, we have to win the next 2 years. So
Mm.
we will also be um, looking to win and go up this year and not allow CSK to back the sixth and fall down in the picking order. But more the concern for me is the team
Mm.
dynamics, which we will see what
Correct.
happens.
Yeah, I think setting that aside, I expect them to make it to the top four. Like every year, they have been in contention, and but you are right. Just because of this change, you don't know how it will affect. But I believe they're all cognizant of this, right? So they'll do extra precaution to make it happen. And Rohit is a great team guy. I know that he's professional enough to set all these things aside, and I expect him to blaze at the top as always. Right? So that will happen. Plus,
And we want him to have a good IPL for our World Cup.
கரெக்ட். அண்ட் இங்க வந்து இஃப் பாண்டியா ரொம்ப ஷோ காமிச்சான்னா 2020 வேர்ல்ட் கப்ல அவனை உட்கார வச்சிருவோம் ரோஹித். ஏய்
No,
என்னதான் இருந்தாலும்
I think that is what I'm saying. So, if you see MI, they have been a very consistent and humble side. And the Kasamasa, I mean, that arrogant behavior. Even when Pollard was there, it was not too much. Okay, the Pandya batters only will beat that chest on the Murray. But so if he is going to get his uh, way of captaincy, that is also we have to see.
கரெக்ட்.
Mm.
True. Now let's go to the team that was number one last year, Gujarat Titans, and they had Hardik Pandya, who now is with MI. So let's talk about them, right? So what do you think about their buys from 2024?
I think they've done a good auction, and it was a settled team last year also. But and you have to remember, Pandya didn't bore much last year also, but they went and bought Shah Rukh Khan um, and from Chennai. அவனுக்கு
7.4
பாரு
crore.
அவனுக்கு பாரு மச்சம். He has not at all shown in the IPL. But every year, teams pay 7 or 8 or 10 crores, release him because he is not performing. Another team will come and pick him for the same amount. So, on the Mari and
மேபி அவனை எஸ்ஆர்கே நினைச்சுட்டாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
but decent side, I think Gill and Sai Soderson, who had a fantastic final last
Correct.
year. People don't remember his batting because of Jaddu's breaks. But I think it's konjam injured, I think, because he didn't play for Tamil Nadu the last few weeks, and I don't know why they didn't take him in the India squad. I think he's injured. I think so. That's why they didn't pick him, because they gave him a chance in South Africa in the Bonsier tax.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, so
But
I agree with you. I think they got a. I would like to first see how Mr. Gill's captaincy, right? I think he's been given the ropes. It'll be good for him to sort of lead the team well. And from batting with Kane Williamson, that's the other name, right? You always know that number Kane Mama is like solid.
பதட்டப்படாதீங்க மாமா.
And he, wherever he's been, SRH இருக்கிறச்சேவும் அப்படிதான் ஆடினா. He's like, if he doesn't get injured, that will be good.
the
Miller,
last was very, very unfortunate.
yeah,
On
correct,
the
Rope,
rope, he twisted this knee or whatever.
correct.
And then we have a quick Killer Miller,
Killer
who's
the Miller, yes,
and all is in outstanding form last
yeah,
12 or 18 months.
yeah.
And then Rashid Khan, he will play.
Correct.
And then we will see whether they make Wade keep or Shah will keep, because if they play Miller, Kim Mama, and Rashid Khan, they have to pay only one international, and then I think they will play Little, who played for them last year, or they will try Spencer Johnson in pacier conditions. But I think unless Kane Mama says the compensation is not all right, I think they are set for international players. Kettler Mirror, Kane Mama, Rashid Khan, and Little. So then, huh?
Well, I do think that Spencer Johnson will get a bowl at some stage because he
Yeah.
does add that X factor in the pace.
Even Noor Ali Ahmed, the left arm mystery border, also will get. But I think from last year, teams are picking up players for conditions. It's not a 11 for sure in any condition except CSK.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So Andamari, when we spoke about Nabi for Mumbai, Andamari Noor Ali Ahmed will play in Chennai or Lucknow or whatever. Yeah.
Correct. But net, I do expect Gujarat to do well. They'll make it into the top 4, but they may not end up one like last year, is my feel. They may end up the 4th slot or sneak it in, is what I feel.
Yeah.
Now, the team where we are going to do a separate episode, right, for CSK, the Singhams. But let's just touch on the general pulse before we give a intro to the next dedicated session for CSK.
Dedicated episode. So watch the next episode for CSK alone. So we will touch upon who they bought and the news in the media. So we know that we bought Mitchell, Rara, and Samir Rizvi, and the Fish. Okay, and as the top players. And the news in the media is. Or the news for sure is Conway, as said, he will not be available at least till May. And I think the news or the rumors are that should we go and get a replacement, and the names propping up is a left-handed keeper from South Africa. I saw him in the SC 20 Rickleton Abre QTK, but my gut is they will not go for any replacement and make Rara open. So that is the gist of CSK now.
We'll talk more in the next one, but I'm excited. I like
Yeah.
the team.
So this is a wrap with this episode. See us on the next episode, which is CSK special. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.
Bye.